play here in Week 12. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space with the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on first. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
His first throw is an interception. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. No surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Connects on the crosser. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for them. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
They weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
23.
Lawrence with it on first. Forced out to his right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Mission man sent left. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
70.
Richardson on 3rd. On the move, headed right. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 1, Lawrence to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go. Ready.
That In the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
To throw, Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this.
Come on, come on.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And that's a quick stop there before he can do anything with it. So that tackle forces the turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down throw, Lawrence. Dump off caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And motion the tight end over. On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
This our last play of the quarter.
Wide open.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hand off to the back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Warrior 70, hot 70, hot ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throw away.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go now. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready up.
To the air on 3rd and long. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
11. Rip, 23. Darn, it's hot. Go, let's go.
Lawrence to throw it. We'll have the first down and even more. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come my team. Come.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Escapes out to the left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
49-yard line.
Like 10 to 11, 18, 5 in. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That's 16 on the pickup. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready?
1st down throw here from Richardson. Okay, it's Adonai Mitchell. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing now, Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and they get that 1st down anyway.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. Trusting tight end.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now Richardson to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Those are the kinds of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Come on, ready?
Once more now, it's Richardson. Setting up the screen. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. Officially no gain on 3rd and goal, so decision time now from the 5.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Sly's kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
5 yards on the play.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They've got a man in motion.
Go, let's go. Go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
47-yard line.
13, Luke. Go get him.
Throwing from the gun here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. 25 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Decent 20. 13, Luke. Hey, go. Take right open.
Now Lawrence. On the move, headed right. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Colts 25-yard
Putting a receiver in motion. Now it's Lawrence. Complete out to the right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, Soko, Hunt. Street! 11. Sink right!
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute to convert on these 3rd downs. Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Bison. 6.
Play action with Richardson. Rolling out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready? 79 Bronx. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Back to the air. It's Richardson. It's on the in route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Dragon 60. Let's go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
One final shot before the half. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Richardson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Second Pirate. Ready? Shot 71.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Quick pass right side, complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Top 19. 18 Card. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And man down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's keeping it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and get the 1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. From the gun, here's a handoff. Another gain up, about a handful there. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on. Hey. Viking, hey.
Taken in by Mitchell, right side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the offensive quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Man in motion here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Lawrence working from the gun. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. He's going to bring this down to their 35. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And This is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
Hey, go!
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
And the quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws will find a drop at some point, too.
Go!
Lawrence on third and goal. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. 17. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now. 70 ring. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight. Stop below 18. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. The ball's out. He lost it. And it looks like the Jaguars got to it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They send a man in motion.
13, Luke.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Escapes the pocket. Look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Jaguar first down.
Motioning the tight end now. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
27, Colts 17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This will end up as a touchback.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set first and 10.
60 Bison.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Play fake, it's Richardson. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. From the gun, a give to Hunter. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass, Bryant. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fred on the red.
Tootin gets it from the gun. He's out in the clear. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs with that Corey Dillon, who created a lot of nickel.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop in. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home. That's it.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Hey, John, this is 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Another pick bounces off their hands in the end zone run. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they drop both interceptions.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Little knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. It's a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He sends it just a couple of yards on that carry. That brings up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 60 box. Mustang 9. Panther 11. Let go.
Another carry for him. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
10 at the 49-yard line.
19, Cowboy 80.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs from 37. To the air on this 1st down. Richardson. Flushed out now to his left. Now here he goes. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. Richardson fires quickly out wide. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, the great tackles get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
They'll come to the line here in 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Richardson back to throw. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Jags expecting pass, going dime on this 3rd down. Looking to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's go now. Ready.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score of the 4th. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they've become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays, really. There's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
Did the Colts get to it in time? Yes, it's Colts football. Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing a kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now it comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win?
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you
Here we
again.
go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 20.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
6-yard line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
The handoff on 3rd and short. This gets the 1st and more. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Here he is to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
11. Rip, 23.
Putting a receiver in motion. To throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. It's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate. You really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here on 4th. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays with just one last snap.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And now they call the timeout. So, Brock, what a play to get him into to range, and now they can win it all as time expires.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So everything comes down to this from Cam Little. This is from 35 out on the left
A
hash.
35-yard attempt.
Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And that miss extinguishes the last chance they had in this game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Indy.